And welcome back to part 2 of Dragonstar VARNIR, where today we are still technically adventuring with / held captive by the witches near us, Menessa and Karikaro, as they plan to trade our life for their friend's life that is held by the Knights of Requiem. How far they'll get with that, well, I'm sure we'll find out as today unfolds. Sorry for not uploading yesterday, but simply put, I was extremely busy, and with all the extra workload that I'm doing, because it's a bigger project, so there's a lot of smaller edits and things I need to check, and it's with random encounters as well, knowing when to start cutting them out, because if it's fighting the same enemies over and over again, I'm going to start editing them out because it'll save time, sort of thing, and it will stop the project from dragging out, and things like that. Just all of it came together that by the time I actually had free time yesterday to actually maybe start doing some recording, it was so late in the day that I didn't really want to. Well, I wouldn't have had the energy or the vibe to it that I would have liked because I was just tired. But going into this fight, you'll see that this dragonfly in the back is so weak that the Devour straight up killed it. If a Devour base attack kills an enemy at any point, you will always get a successful Devour out of it. The chance system becomes null and void. It will just give it to you. That being said, you'll notice very quickly that the enemies in this area, none of them are that strong. Even if I didn't have the equipment that I had on, most of these enemies would die pretty damn quickly. But it allows it for easy grinding for the Devour system to get some more dragons under our team's belt. I didn't mean to, and I ended up having to go back and grind for it, but almost all of them Menessa gets and no one else. Like Zephy and Karikaro are kind of left behind a little bit throughout this dungeon because Menessa just always happened to be the one that was in the right position to devour. These pink crystals with the rose flowers on them you can't do anything with, and we won't be able to for a little bit, but we'll soon be able to. But we've got another cutscene ahead of us, so I have to stop talking for just a second.
So, the Ravens and the Knights are both part of the Empire, right? But why do the Ravens seem so different from the Knights?
Because they are. The Knights of Requiem are an elite task force dedicated to hunting witches, and work directly with the Empire. The Ravens have no loyalty to anyone, and are just delinquents who happen to share the Empire's vision of eliminating dragons.
I see.
Did you really not know this? You were talking to them like you knew them.
I've run into them a few times out in the woods, but I've never actually spoken to them before. I have a contact who's mentioned that the Ravens just use people for their own personal gain. They really do seem like a bunch of lowlifes.
Wait, hold on. You have a contact who's connected to the Ravens?
Well, in a manner of speaking. They're connected to a lot of groups. They sell information they learn to anyone who wants to buy it.
That sounds so crooked. Do you think it's wise to have someone like that around?
Well, sure. But I don't think a single person in Varniria actually trusts him. We only tell him information we're okay with leaking. And I'm sure he's able to keep some secrets to himself. It would be pretty bad for his business otherwise.
I see. Well, if that's the nature of his business, he must know what he's getting himself into.
Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, I'm sure his head would be separated from his body by now.
Hey, you two! Someone's coming.
Oh, hello there.
She's a witch, right? Is she the one you're looking for?
No. I don't know who this is.
What? So she's not a witch? It's too dangerous for her to be out here. We need to take her back to town.
Huh? What are you talking about? We don't have time for that.
But...
Karikaro said she didn't know her, but that doesn't mean she's not a witch. Hey, can I ask you a question? Looking at your hair and that outfit, you're a witch, right? Who are you?
Ah, it makes sense now.
Hey, what the hell?
Well, I guess you didn't need me, huh? I'll get going then.
What was that all about?
No idea.
How dare she just ignore me like that? Next time I see her, I'm gonna kill her.
It seems like she kept her promise. Who could have imagined that he would be walking the forest with the witches? It's a little different from the scenario we imagined, but I guess it works. The time has finally arrived for the next chapter of history to be woven.
That's the 7th time in only 2 videos that Karikaro has said, I'm gonna kill. That's like, as soon as I started recording this, I was like, oh my gosh, she talks about killing like all the damn time. Literally, it's gonna be present for like 90% of this game, is her talking about, I'm gonna kill this person, I'm gonna kill this person, I'm gonna do this. It's like, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make a tally and count how many times she says, I'm a kill, because it's insane. There isn't that much of a gap between here and the next one, but that mysterious witch, we will learn more about her as it goes on, but there's a lot more to her than meets the eye. And although I'm jumping ahead a little bit here, she's like tied my favourite character in this game. I love her attitude, even if her attitude is kinda terrible when you think about it. The entire vibe and everything she acts like and says is not someone you'd want in your life, but it's really enjoyable to see be a part of others. I think it's the only way to put it. I enjoy that character a lot, but I'm not going to be able to talk about her much. Up ahead is a save crystal. Standing near them will give you a full restoration of health and magic, and it's how, obviously, you can save your game. You can save your game in the overworld or by these save crystals. Think Final Fantasy. You can also quick save as mentioned before, but we got more cutscenes ahead of us, so I have to stop talking for now.
I can see the last of the knights.
Alright, this is where it gets tricky. We have to get La Ponette back.
Yeah, we can't let our guard down. Hey, we should tie him up.
Alright! He's a knight! So he should have something we can use here.
Hey, stop it!
This rope should do the trick. And I'll be taking this too.
This idiot. Going through all my stuff.
Put your hands behind your back. That should do it.
Let me get this straight. You're gonna show up with me as a hostage and try to trade me for your friend?
Yep, that's the plan.
I see. I'm sure the knights would release her in order to save me, but as soon as the witches let their guard down, I'm positive the knights will make a move and capture them all. I didn't have enough time to find out if these witches were actually evil or not. Oh well, we're out of time.
Vanessa, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, let's go. Hey, wait!
A witch! Commander! I found a witch!
Oh, it even came with a bonus.
Commander!
Hey, are you really the commander?
Are you stupid? Yes, I am Corberia. You might know me as the Savage Witch Hunter. What can I do for you girls?
What a grand name for another one of the Empire's dogs. You listen to me. We have one of your knights in our custody. If you want him back, you're going to give us our friend.
Your friend? Oh, you mean this one?
La Ponette! You're okay? You assholes! You didn't mean to bind her up like that!
Vanessa! Karikaro! I'm sorry for the trouble.
Release her immediately! Unless, of course, you want me to take out this grand knight of yours!
When did she grab my knife?
My, what a feeble attempt at negotiation.
What?
Go right ahead. Do what you will. He is of no worth to me.
What? Commander!
He would have been better off if the dragons had just killed him. What a useless knight.
But, Commander...
I can't believe I feel sorry for him.
Commander, wait! You're going to abandon Zephy? Watch your mouth, Gran! The commander doesn't need any lip from you. That's my friend! Commander, please, reconsider what you're doing.
Gran... Wait. That sound...
A dragon! It's huge!
Of all times.
Move it, you good-for-nothing knights! Listen up, bastards.
Kill the lord of this forest. And if any knight gets in the way, you better kill them too.
My, if it isn't the Grand Dragon Killer. Are you planning on making a fool of me in front of my own men?
I'll play with you later, Corberia. I wouldn't want you to break a nail.
What the hell? Another one?
Ah, we're surrounded!
Stop whining. This is nothing.
Now's our chance.
Hell yeah!
Zephy was so useless. I didn't know what we'd do. But I'm just glad you're okay.
I knew you'd come for me. Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
We don't have time for this.
Dragon! How dare you ignore me? How dare you attack the knights before facing me?
The Knights and the Ravens are distracted. Let's run for it.
Hold on. Another dragon is coming right this way.
Damn it. What shitty luck. The bigger one is looking right at us.
We have no choice. We have to fight.
Wasn't one life-threatening crisis enough for today? No time to whine about it now.
Watch out!
Time for our first major boss, an introduction of giant battles. Giant battles are enemies that cover more than one layer. So Shiftgand here covers all 3 layers that you can fight within. The top, the middle, and the bottom. His actual health bar is on the top layer, which is why when it gave the description, it said Shiftgand and then Shiftgand middle lower. Even though only the top just says his name, it doesn't say upper. If you break the lower parts that aren't tied to the direct health bar, it will stop the boss from being able to use specific attacks. Usually their much more dangerous attacks are ones tied to their alternate body parts, and this applies to most major boss fights. If you can get on top of it and break more regions to stop them using their major attacks, you can go in for the kill pretty damn easily, and I got insanely lucky with the Devour there. 28% chance, just got it. But yeah, that boss ended very quickly. But the general strategy is that you're focusing on the limbs, and that applies to pretty much every single major boss fight in this game.
It hurts. What is this feeling?
Hey, are you alright?
I don't understand why or how he's able to use magic, but it seems that in order for him to use it, lots of his energy gets sacrificed in the process.
How do you feel?
Ooh, I need to talk about this. Anytime you're given dialogue options, you absolutely must be careful, because picking the wrong option will affect your madness scale and harm your chances of getting the true ending. Always try and be as honest as possible, and always try and say the right thing, as in be a good person, and you should just manage to scrap through, but I'll explain it more after this scene, because it's a long one anyway.
Honestly, not very good.
That makes sense. It'll take a little while, but I'm sure you'll get used to using magic soon enough.
I refuse to ever get used to using the power of a witch.
Who would have imagined what that woman said would be true?
That woman? Who's she talking about?
I must be old-fashioned. I never thought I'd live to see a male witch. What should we call you? There has to be some fun little name we can give you. How about a man witch? Now, Zephy, follow me. Once I hand you over to the Emperor, I will kill you myself.
Commander, are you seriously going to treat me like some lowly witch?
You are no longer a knight. You are a witch. You will bring calamity to this world. You need to realize that is what you are now.
She's never going to see me as anything other than a witch. I crossed the line. I can never go back to my old life now. But no matter how awful I become, I can't just throw my life away like it isn't worth anything. And what if I refuse to follow you?
Out of the question. You are coming with me, even if I have to force you to do so.
Commander, please. Our troop has suffered a great loss in this battle with the dragon. I don't think we can take on 4 witches.
I'm not depending on the troops. I will be handling this on my own.
Commander, please, consider what you're doing. At this rate, our whole troop will be wiped out. If that were to happen, it would negatively impact all future witch hunts.
Very well. I suppose I'll save the fun for another time.
Retreat! Follow the commander!
Gran, he was my best friend. But I wasn't able to say anything to him.
All right. That just leaves this bunch.
To be able to take down 2 dragons at the same time! That's huge!
We've dissected the dragon, sir.
Good work.
Hey! Those bastards even dissected the dragon that we took down!
We'll be using its corpse for more materials for our magical devices. Okay, you bastards, let's head out!
Sir Durandal, one moment, please. What are we going to do about the witches?
Nothing. What we want are the dragons. Let's hurry up and go home.
But they did a number on our comrades. We need to exact our revenge.
What are you doing? Don't waste your time on these witches.
Ruby Eye.
We're finished with our business here. Let's move. We have other work to do.
Got it. Come on, move it, you idiots! Let's head out already!
Yes, sir!
Is she a raven too?
I'm not sure.
The moment my eyes met hers, though, I felt like a cold hand grabbed a hold of my heart and tore right through it.
I know. She was very intimidating.
If Durandal was following her orders, wouldn't it mean she's the head of the Ravens? What? I feel so dizzy.
Hey! What's going on? Are you okay?
He's unconscious.
I guess it's more than the toll of the magic on his body. He's experiencing a lot of shock right now.
You're right. I'm sure a lot of what he's believed in for his entire life was just flipped upside down. We can't just leave him out here, though. Let's take him back to our place.
Wait, he's unconscious. We can just leave him here. He doesn't have anything to do with us now.
I know, but I can't just abandon him. I'll carry him, okay? Here, put him on my back.
I'm not touching him.
All right, all right. Karikaro, please?
You're seriously going to take him home? We already got Laponette back! We have no reason whatsoever to take him home.
But he's not human anymore. You heard what the commander said. He's just like us now. He's a witch. He's not going to have a home to go back to. I doubt any of the villages will want him around.
Well, you have a point, but...
But nothing. Just hurry up and help me.
Fine.
Okay, let's take him.
I have returned, Emperor Pharisaeus.
Welcome back. I expect you have a new report, Perhaps about the latest witches you have defeated? What is the reason for your silence?
Emperor, something unexpected occurred, and we had no choice but to retreat.
Oh? And what was this unexpected occurrence? The ravens? I did tell you, if they caused any commotion, to just ignore them.
No, it wasn't them. It grieves me to report that a witch infiltrated our knights.
Preposterous. Tell me her name.
His name is Zephy.
A male witch?
Yes, that is correct. He defected and joined the witches.
Oh, this is fascinating.
Emperor Pharisaeus, I assure you that this is no laughing matter.
Oh, welcome, Cardinal Seyrud. Have you been listening? If there is something you wish to add, speak.
Thank you, Your Majesty. If news spreads to our believers about a witch lurking in the ranks of our knights, it would be very, very bad.
Yes, I suppose you have a point. Corberia, I order you to head out immediately and capture this Zephy. You need to bring him to me.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Cardinal Seyrud, did you hear that?
Yes, Emperor Pharisaeus.
Then for you are to head to Zephy's home and find anything you can pertaining to the witches.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Now that I have the Emperor's orders, all that's left to do is capture him.
Commander,
What is it?
what's going to happen to Zephy?
How interesting. Why do you ask me this? Do you have plans to save him?
Well,
Are we done? Or do I have to keep standing here while you continue wasting my time?
no. Excuse me.
What now, Zephy? There is no place for you back here. Not with the knights. You'll regret the day you crossed us. I will give you an interrogation you will never forget.
Did anyone else notice that the Cardinal is voiced by Umio from Neptunia? Anyone else? Anyway, the game's finally talking about the madness scale. In the top right corner of the pause menu, there is a scale, and there's sort of like a pink liquid in the middle. The higher that pink liquid goes up, the more your madness scale is being affected. If you see any pink liquid, you've made wrong choices somewhere along the way. It should be a completely empty circle. If you hit 15%, you lose the true ending. You hit 75%, you lose any decent ending. It's horrific.
Vanessa? Are you okay? You're out of breath.
Well, carrying around unconscious people can have that effect on you.
Can't we just throw this strange man away?
I wish. It's too late for that now. Vanessa, I can switch with you if you want.
Thank you. I'm okay. It was my idea anyway. It won't be much longer.
We're back!
Hey everyone, we're back!
Welcome back, everybody!
I'm back too! Oh, I'm really happy to see everyone again.
Why did you say it like that? Did something happen, Lapo?
Yeah, but it's a long story. I almost thought I wasn't gonna make it back here.
What? Wait, does this have something to do with that person Manessa is carrying? What the? He's a guy! Is he an informant like that old man?
No, he isn't. But yes, he did have something to do with what happened to Laponette.
What? Really? Interesting. So what'd he do?
I know you all have lots of questions, but can you hold on a second? Let me get him to the sofa first. Oh, and I guess he just woke up.
Where am I?
This is where we witches live. We carried your unconscious ass all the way here, so you better be thankful.
Huh? I thought Vanessa carried him the whole way here.
Shut up! The details don't matter.
So, this is where the witches live. I searched everywhere just to try to find their home. Who would have thought I'd live to see it? Fate has a funny way of doing things. So who are these other girls?
These are young witches that we look after. They're our little sisters.
I know you can't really move yet, but if you even think about laying a finger on my little sisters...
Don't worry, I'm not here hunting witches.
Manessa, why did you bring him here?
Well, the short of it is, he actually became a witch. Just like us.
Huh? How?
When we were hunting dragons, Laponette got captured by the knights. Karikaro and I were searching for her, but found this knight alone on the verge of death. A dragon had attacked him. Our healing magic didn't work on him because he was in such a bad state. So I made him drink dragon's blood.
And then he turned into a witch? Gross. A man turned into a witch? Really? I've never heard of that. Not even in any of the books I've read before.
If Pio has never heard of it before, maybe it really is that rare.
A part of his hair was always that lighter shade, though. And it seemed like he already had the mark before drinking the blood. The dragon blood might have just been the catalyst to awaken what was already inside him the whole time.
That could be a possibility, I suppose.
Hey! Listen to yourself! That just sounds crazy. It's impossible.
Well, then how would you explain it?
It's just some kind of weird mistake. A freak accident. You gave me dragon's blood for crying out loud.
Well, however it happened, none of it changes the fact that you're a witch now.
Right. Besides, Karikaro was just thinking out loud. That's just a theory.
In any case, there's no way he could go back to the humans. That's why I decided to bring him here.
Aww, poor thing.
So, what do you plan on doing with me?
You can just stay here for a little while. It's not like you have anywhere else to go.
That isn't what I asked.
Don't misunderstand me, Zephy. I didn't bring you back here so we could use you.
But then, why?
As long as you don't try to hurt any of us, you're free to come and go as you please.
Could they really have taken me in just because they felt sorry for me?
Monet is very happy to meet you. I'm not as understanding as my sisters are. You better leave here as soon as you recover. Come on, Chiquita. Don't be so rude. Sorry about that. This is a lot of change for all of us. My name's Pio.
It's all right. I understand. Hi, everyone. My name is Zephy.
Whoa, that's such a weird name.
Coming from you, Chiquita!
Be nice.
We should talk about what to do next.
Although they left him to die, he still belonged to the Knights. I'm a little concerned about what the Empire might be plotting.
We need to keep tabs on what the Ravens are planning, too. I didn't think they'd be that much of a nuisance, but...
Unfortunately, I think it'll be a while before the informant comes back to visit.
Until we get some more information about what's going on out there, I think it'll be pointless to do anything.
Maybe we can visit the supply shop and stock up on things in the meantime. Before that, though, we should stop by the huntery and say hello to Zuba.
Good idea. Let's drop by.
So are we going out again? We just got here.
Oh, it's not like that. These places are all here in our den.
I see. Can I come with you then?
Sure. I wanted to introduce you to Zuba and Niamo since you're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, the sooner the better. I'm sure if you ran into Zuba, she might be inclined to kill you on sight if she doesn't know who you are.
Let's get going then. We'll be right back, everyone, so you can wait here until we come back.
Okay.
And now we are free to explore the Witch's Den, something that we'll be doing properly next time because I'll be spending the rest of this video altering my party formation and just setting myself up better for future areas. Your party formation, depending on how you adjust it, will give you different bonuses depending on what layer of the 3 layers of battle you go on. So mess around with it and find what works for you. I personally always go with the second one of the default, especially early on. You'll get access to more as you go on, but I stick with the second one because then there's someone on each layer, and the outer layers, at the top and bottom, have magic boosts whilst the middle has physical. And since most enemies that might be physical sit on the middle layer, it just works in my favour. But as mentioned before, we need to talk about the madness scale. Anytime you have a dialogue choice, pay attention to see whether or not you get a purple sparkle after you make it. If you do, it's the wrong choice and it's affecting your madness scale. It only affects it a little bit, so don't worry too much, but if you want the true ending, you need to be under 15%, so that's 15%. Which can get a little stressful and is one of the 2 significant make or breaks about this game, especially because The other two things that affect it, one of them is just getting game overs, which once again can be mitigated, can be handled, is under your control if you just spend a bit more time grinding and spend a bit more time strategy making and play properly. Becoming more of a challenge the higher difficulty you play it on. I'm playing on normal for the sake of my sanity. But the third thing is kind of out of your control. When that purple bar fills up, if it reaches full, it will pull you into a dragonic state. The lower your health is though, the higher a chance of going into a berserker state instead. The berserker state will affect your madness scale. And even at full health, there is a smaller, I want to say like 2% chance it can trigger. So it is out of your hand. You can influence it, but you cannot control it. Which I feel is a genuine criticism towards this game. If you're going to have something directly affect the ending of this game, it shouldn't be designed in a way that can be so out of your control. But I've said enough as we start affecting our movesets and just adding a few things to the rest of the cast as we go. So I'm going to start wrapping this up. Next time on Dragon Star VARNIR, I just love the title of this game, sorry. In Japan, it's like VARNIR Essence of the Dragon or something like that. It's a completely different name. Anyway, next time on Dragon Star VARNIR, we're going to be exploring the Witch's Den as Zephy attempts to adjust to new life, now being a witch, and are completely and effectively abandoned by his old way of thinking. The religious Knights of Requiem, and how blatantly wrong everything they think they know is. But anyway, you guys take care now, and once again, sorry for the late upload.